Good morning from Sasebo, Japan, and welcome to this exploration of leadership through the lens of emotional intelligence, EI, and intercultural responsiveness, IR. In today's rapidly evolving and diverse global landscape, the ability to lead with empathy, understanding, and cultural awareness is not just an asset, but a necessity. This presentation delves into the profound impact of EI and IR on leadership effectiveness, drawing insights from Goleman's seminal work on EI and the principles of IR. We will reflect on personal EI strengths, areas for growth, and the application of these competencies within the framework of Bowman and Deal's human resource frame. Join me as we embark on this journey to uncover the essence of transformative leadership in a modern era. So this is the agenda that we're going to be covering in this presentation. We're going to be getting into the reflection on emotional intelligence and the self-assessment that I personally took. We're then going to apply EI and IR to the leadership practices within my organization. And then embracing EI and IR for transformative leadership. And then I'd like to leave you with some words of wisdom. So before we get into my personal results on the EI assessment, I'd first like to give a quick introduction on EI. And basically, EI is a pivotal factor in leadership effectiveness, serving as a cornerstone for managerial success. And in the literature, Goleman underscores the significance of EI in leadership, highlighting that competencies such as self-awareness, empathy, and relationship management often outweigh IQ or technical skills in determining a leader's effectiveness. My recent self-assessment aligns with this perspective, revealing a high level of emotional intelligence, which I recognize as a critical driver of my performance, particularly under pressure. And I've discussed in our discussions last week and this week that I've always felt that EI was something that came a little bit more natural to me, more so than the items you might find on an IQ assessment. Those things for me came through practice and really working hard on it. But for me, the emotional um, intelligence came pretty naturally. Not to say that I don't have anything to work on or that I don't need to be aware of it. Um, Probably more so, I need to be aware of it. So, some of my personal EI strengths. The EI self-assessment illuminated my strengths across Goleman's four facets of EI. Number one of those is self-awareness. My ability to understand my emotions and their impact on my work and relationships has been a guiding force in my leadership journey. This self-awareness has enabled me to approach situations with clarity and confidence. Number two, self-management. The assessment highlighted my capacity to manage my emotions effectively, especially in challenging situations. This skill has been crucial in maintaining a positive and productive work environment even under pressure. Number three, social awareness. Empathy and understanding others' emotions have been vital to my leadership. Recognizing and respecting the feelings of my team members has fostered a supportive and inclusive atmosphere. Number four, relationship management. Building and maintaining strong relationships has been a hallmark of my leadership style. The ability to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and collaborate has driven collective success and team cohesion. So, areas for improvement. While the assessment reflected positively on my EI competencies, it also pointed out an area for growth, the need for regular reflection on what brings the most significant meaning in my life. And Goleman emphasizes the importance of aligning our actions with our core values and purpose, especially when faced with pressure and challenges. This advice resonates deeply with me, reminding me of the significance of maintaining clarity on why we do what we do as leaders. So, reflecting on the EI self-assessment through a lens of Goleman's four facets of EI has been it's been enlightening. It's been an enlightening exercise. It has reinforced the idea that while technical skills and IQ are essential, managing emotions, understanding others, and staying true to one's values truly make a leader stand out. As I continue my leadership journey, I'm committed to leveraging my emotional intelligence while reflecting on and realigning my core values and purpose. So, applying EI and IR to leadership practices within my organization. So, in the realm of leadership, the integration of EI and IR is not just beneficial but essential. These competencies allow leaders to navigate the complex landscape of modern organizations effectively. Bowman and Deal's human resource frame emphasizes the importance of understanding and nurturing the organization's human side. Within this framework, E&I and IR become pivotal, enabling leaders to foster a work environment that values, supports, and leverages their team's diverse emotional and cultural dimensions. So, I want to go over a case study that comes to mind with my organization. So, consider this scenario in my organization where the sailor spouse population has a higher Japanese ratio than anywhere else, of course, because this is Japan. The ratio was not mirrored in the staff composition of where I work. This cultural mismatch led to a lack of understanding and support for the unique needs of our Japanese spouses, who in some cases spoke little English and were new to the Navy culture. As a leader, recognizing this gap was just the first step. By applying some principles of unwittingly, by the way, because I hadn't studied this yet, but by applying some principles of EI and IR, I initiated a series of cultural exchange programs as an extension of our already existing intercultural relations program that was focused more so on the sailors. These informational and transformational programs encourage staff to reflect on their cultural biases, learn from diverse perspectives, and develop inclusive and culturally responsive strategies. And then the impact of EI and IR on our organizational culture. The integration of EI and IR in leadership practices has had a profound impact on our organizational culture. I mean, we almost have to because of the diverse nature of the Navy. I can't imagine if we didn't focus on any of this at all because it just wouldn't work. And of course, it leads to an environment where diversity is not just accepted but celebrated. It fosters a sense of belonging among all members, encouraging them to bring their whole selves to work. This cultural shift enhances employee satisfaction and retention and drives innovation and excellence. When team members feel understood and valued, they are more engaged, collaborative, and driven to contribute to the organization's success. As we conclude this presentation, it's clear that emotional intelligence and intercultural responsiveness are not just concepts to be understood in theory, but are essential competencies to be embraced and practiced in leadership. The journey through Bowman and Deal's human resource frame has illuminated the profound impact a leader equipped with EI and IR can have on an organization's culture, performance, and overall success. So, I'd like to look at a path forward and a call to action. So, for the path forward, as leaders, our journey does not end here. The insights gained from this exploration into EIIR and the human resource frame are tools we carry forward, applying them to the challenges and opportunities. Our commitment to continuous learning, self-reflection, and adaptation will drive our leadership growth and effectiveness. And call to action. Let this presentation be a call to action for all of us to integrate emotional intelligence and intercultural responsiveness into our leadership practices. Let us commit to being leaders who understand and embody these principles, transforming our organizations and positively impacting the lives of those we lead. I always like to leave off with words of wisdom. And here I have a quote from Kofi Annan that reads, "Tolerance, intercultural dialogue, and respect for diversity are more essential than ever in a world where peoples are becoming more closely interconnected." And with that, thank you for your time and have a great rest of your weekend. And very quickly for your reference, here are the references I used for the presentation. Thank you again.